So today I'm going to be doing a first impression and then a review at the end of the video on this, which is Max Factor's PANSTIK. I don't know if this is like new out, but it's not something that I've been seeing around for ages. Although I did have a look on the Boots website, and out of 80 reviews, it had an average of 4.5 stars out of 5, which is really, really good. I also have a couple of other products by Max Factor, which I will also be doing first impressions on in subsequent videos. I have the False Lash Epic, and you know what? It's really annoyed me how they put the sticker with the barcode on it there. That's like the main bit. That's like where it's saying, look, this is the name of me, and then they've gone and stuck the barcode sticker on just underneath it. That's obviously the front of the tube, not the back. Not a place for sticker to be. Also picked up the Skin Luminizer Miracle Foundation because I just think it looks absolutely beautiful in there. So I'm going to be doing a first impression on this soon too. But today we're covering the PANSTIK. Now I do have some info regarding the actual product, and I couldn't find my notepad this morning because guess who took it? Andreas took it. So I've written out my little notey bits on the back of this very glamorous craft paper, which we never have got round to doing any crafting as yet, but it's serving a purpose today. We purchased this for $7.99 from the Boots website. You get 9 grams of product, which is a absolutely tiny amount compared to, so that's in grams. How can we change grams to milliliters? I have no idea. Now, from Boots, the PANSTIK comes in 3 shades, which, I mean, words fail me on this. 3 shades is just kind of unforgivable, really. I mean, it's almost like they do not want the product to work unless it's a new product and they just want to test the market, so they've thought we'll just release it in like hardly any shades. I mean, that could be the reason why. And that would be the only reason why I would think any brand would logically put out so few shades. Maybe they're just testing the market. So I don't know. They just want to not release too many shades per drug. It's available in 4 shades. So not that much better, really. It says it has a rich and creamy texture that glides on easily and creates a dewy canvas for a great everyday foundation look. The handy stick applicator means it's quick and easy to use, ideal for on-the-go touch-ups, and great at covering blemishes, pigmentation, and even smoothing away the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and it gives you a soft and dewy finish. Now, I'm taking from this that it's potentially aimed at a more mature audience just because they've highlighted the fact that it covers pigmentation, it smooths lines and wrinkles, which are common amongst us older people. Recommends that you should apply this with your fingers. I know that's not really making much sense. I have brought my beauty blender just in case the fingers don't go well, because the fingers got it in the shade Fair, which I have swatched on my hand, and it does look pretty pink in the tradition of Max Factor foundation. So I'm just going to stop talking. I've got a clean face. Let's just go for it. I don't know why I felt the need to announce I have a clean face, because people always do, don't they, when they're doing first impressions? They're like, I've got a clean face. Well, I wouldn't expect you to not have a clean face. Like, I've never used a stick foundation before. This is a whole new world for me. I don't know. Do I swipe it on? How much do I use? I don't know. Oh, a bit's just flaked off. A little bit's just flaked off. I don't know if you can see that. That's just flaked off. Anyway, okay. Oh, I'm smearing it. Why is it flaking? What? There's no need for it to be flaking. Oh, can you see it there on my face? It's looking so, not pink, it's looking peach. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's looking super peach on my face. And I have very fair skin. I have no idea how much to apply here. How am I meant to apply this with my fingers? And you know what's interesting? As I put it over my pores, can you see? Can you see? I've swiped it over my pores, and my pores are more noticeable than ever. It said to apply with your fingers because your fingers are warm and it helps the product absorb, but my fingers aren't that warm right now because it's quite cold. Okay, so far, I mean, it really seems to be absorbing into the skin extremely easily. I can kind of see why they recommended using your fingers, because I'm not having any problem whatsoever getting this on my skin. The one thing that I'm going to say straight away is that it's too light for me. Like, the shade is, it's just off. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see, but in my pores, again, my pores are so problematic. In my pores, you can see it's kind of sank in there a little bit. The shade doesn't seem quite right, but other than that, it seems to have, like, that's how quick it was. It's applied really, really quickly. I have no idea if I put on enough or not, but I'm kind of liking it. I was kind of approaching this, like, thinking it was going to be a bit jokey and thinking, oh, this is going to be an absolute disaster, but I mean, actually, I'm quite surprised. It actually blends into the skin really, really easily with minimum fuss, which is what I like. Put a little bit on my nose here. There we go, peach nose. It really does look peach though, like literally, I would describe this shade as being peach. It looks so peach. I don't think it's doing well with my pores at the moment. It's not doing well at all. Can you see on my nose there? That's what I mean. Can you kind of see little dots? It's definitely not being a good friend to my pores right now. But I mean, that was so easy. But it definitely has got this peach tinge to it. So my face is looking peachy. So I've got it on this side. It's very much of a medium coverage. I wouldn't say by any stretch of the imagination it's a full, but then at the same time it's not a light coverage. Can you see much difference there? I don't know. Who knows? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apply this on the rest of my face. And by the way, it's just in this little stick, and then you just twist up. I can see this would get super dirty. You just twist up the applicator using this little twisty thing, because I don't know the actual name for it. I'm just getting a lot of fallout here, which I didn't expect. It feels good though. I feel quite fancy. Look, can you see how it just sits in the pores? That's crazy. I've never had any foundation do that ever. I might just try this with a beauty blender just for the fun of it, because I mean, I liked the way that it actually went on with my fingers. By the way, if you've not watched any of my first impression reviews before, I'm doing my first impression now, but because I don't feel you can really formulate a good, thorough opinion of a foundation just after one day's wear, I'm going to be wearing this over the course of a few days, or however long it takes me to form a good, solid opinion of this product, and then I'll be, well, you'll see me at the end in a minute probably, giving you my full thoughts on it after I've tested it out through all different climates, through work, through Tesco's, through just frolicking about at home. Do you know what? I'm liking this. It's given me like a super kind of natural coverage. I wouldn't say you necessarily need to apply this with your fingers. So if you're like the majority of people and you probably prefer not to apply foundation with your fingers, I would definitely say a beauty blender works, or sponge, whatever you have. Okay, so I just nipped downstairs and had a look at this in kind of different light, and it really does have a bizarre peach tinge to it. Like, I've never seen anything like it before. It's not orange, it's not pink, it's peach, and I'm not quite sure whose skin tone that's actually going to complement or match. I'm kind of and it to me, this doesn't look dewy either. It kind of looks a bit more like of a demi matte kind of finish. Like, I'm not getting radiant from this particularly. The issue that's really bugging me is it's kind of sunk into the pores on my nose. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see, but can you see like little dots of almost like foundation on my nose? It's kind of just kind of sank into my pores, and it's making them really noticeable. It does say here on the back that this foundation is for normal to dry skin, but I kind of feel like, if anything, it's making my skin look a little bit dry. It's not clung to any dry patches per se, but just like around the texture on my chin, it looks a bit dry. I'm gonna go ahead and wear this for work tomorrow and give it a good kind of run through and see how it holds up. I have oily skin, so I'm not really the targeted demographic for this foundation. I forgot what it was I was doing then for a second. I will give it a really good go and I'll get back to you and let you know what I think. But I mean, from far away, it certainly has made my skin look really nice. It's just, I don't know if, can you see the peachiness that I'm talking about? I mean, oh yeah, I don't know anyway. But I'll be back shortly and I will give you my updates. By the way, just before I go, I actually was perusing on the Boots website. This is completely off topic, but I'm going to tell you anyway because I was a bit excited. And I came across this brand, Makeup Obsession, and they had loads and loads of eyeshadows and highlighters and blushes and contour shades. So I went ahead and just picked up a few. I got contour shade. I thought I got contour shade. Did I not get a contour shade? Oh no, I don't think I got a contour shade. Well, that's disappointing. But I got a blush, I got eyeshadow, I got a banana powder. So I'm really keen to try out all of these. Just from swatching, they seem pretty decent, especially when you think they're £1. Can't really argue with £1. Like, considering they come in a package and they have a little fancy star on them. That's impressive for £1. But anyway, I'm going on now. I'm going to give these a go. Should we try them out like together? No, we won't, because the video is going to be like an hour long. But, okay, I'm going to do it. Just twist my arm. This is, twist my arm. Seriously. This is only because you asked for it that I'm doing this. And because I just can't wait. It's called L'Amour. L'Amour. Okay. Oh. Do you ever feel like that when you've got like a fresh face of like foundation on, you have to just kind of start experimenting with all your products? It'd be rude not to, let's face it. Oh, well, L'Amour is definitely nicely pigmented. It reminds me a lot of a NARS blush that I have. Do you know what? This is a whole other video, isn't it? We're distracted a bit from the peachiness anyway, so that's always a good thing. But anyway, I'm going to be back soon and I'll let you know what I think of the Max Factor PANSTIK foundation. Bye. So it's basically Monday morning and I've just put the PANSTIK on and I don't think I'm going to be able to wear this today because it's really extremely sunk into the pores on my nose and at the side of my nose. I mean, I don't really want to put any concealer under my eyes, but then the foundation just keeps creasing under there, and it altogether it just looks quite terrible. It makes my skin look really dry and chalky. Oh, I don't think I can wear it. Andreas, sorry, I've got the boy just sat here, and Andreas is over there with my makeup brush. Show everyone your makeup brush. There it is. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually go through with wearing this today, but you can see what it looks like now. I just don't think I'm going to be able to wear it. I think it's just making my skin look super old. It's not smoothing out any lines. It's not hiding any imperfections. It's just making my skin look really mature. So I don't think I'm going to be able to wear this today. I feel like, look when I smile, you can see like, I don't even have that many lines. How is this many lines come out? I just don't know. So yeah, I'm really sorry. Can't wear this today. I tried, but I'm going to have to quickly go get this off and get an emergency backup foundation on. Okay, so as you saw, I did attempt to wear the PANSTIK on, well, I attempted to wear it when I was going to work one day, and it just didn't work. It looked awful, and I mean, I had a couple of meetings that day, and I just couldn't wear it. Like, you used to be chilled out when Mummy was speaking. It just made my pores look... It just made my pores look really kind of pronounced, and it just kind of seeped into my pores, and you could just see like little spots, which is something that I've never really experienced before. It also really accentuated my fine lines, and it made my skin look dry and chalky. It made my skin look a lot older than it is, so I didn't wear it again. I've not worn it since, and for me it was a fail. I just feel like maybe it's not geared towards, well, it sounded like it was geared towards more mature skin in the description, but in reality, or just when it comes to my skin, it just didn't work for me. So I'm afraid that I can't recommend this, particularly if you've got more mature skin, if you suffer from fine lines, if you've got pores, any pores on your face, it could sink into them. And like, I don't know if that's just because the shade didn't match me. I don't know, it just didn't work. See, I'm finding excuses for this now. I know a lot of people like it, but it didn't work for me. It didn't work for me. And there's not much more I can say about that. And it needs to sort its shades out. I know a lot of people have actually mentioned that you can use this as a concealer, which I suppose you could do. However, it would be a very thick and heavy concealer. I did find, for me, when I did wear this, it really creased up under my eyes. I set it at that point, so who knows what would have happened if I had set it. But no, not for me. Not for me. Feel free to give it a go if you so desire, but yeah, just for me, it didn't work. If you have maybe more youthful skin, if you don't really suffer with a lot of pores or fine lines, it could look beautiful. Everyone's skin works differently with different foundations, so I'm not telling you that it's an awful foundation. It's not an awful foundation, it just didn't work for me, and for me it is an awful foundation. Let's be real here. Awful foundation for me, but for you it may not be. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll be back soon with more reviews. Bye. Whee! There he is! Are you saying bye-bye? Bye-bye. I miss the days when we would do little videos together. Because I'm back at work now, you see. Alex is at nursery, so we don't get to do videos together anymore, do we, little sausage?